Vice President Kamala Harris sees a problem. Companies are raising prices and it's hurting Americans. Her solution? A ban on corporate price gouging. This means stopping companies from jacking up prices just because they can. It's about making sure prices are fair for everyone, not just big corporations. Harris's plan focuses on the food industry. Grocery bills are getting out of control, and many families are struggling to afford basic necessities. The goal is to stop companies from taking advantage of the situation and squeezing every last penny out of consumers. This isn't just a temporary fix. Harris sees it as part of a larger effort to change how America's economy works. It's about putting people first and making sure everyone benefits from economic growth, not just those at the top. Harris isn't stopping at groceries. She's also targeting other industries where prices are skyrocketing: meat, drugs, and housing. These are essential goods and services that everyone needs, and Harris believes corporations are exploiting their power to drive up profits. The meat industry is a prime example. Meat prices have soared in recent years, putting a strain on family budgets. Harris wants to investigate whether meatpacking companies are engaging in price fixing or other anti-competitive practices to inflate their profits. Prescription drugs are another area of concern. Americans pay far more for medications than people in other developed countries. Harris wants to lower drug prices and make sure everyone can afford the medications they need. Finally, Harris is tackling the housing crisis. Rent and home prices are soaring, making it difficult for families to find affordable housing. Harris wants to increase the supply of affordable housing and protect renters from unfair evictions. Harris's focus on corporate accountability stands in stark contrast to the economic policies of former President Donald Trump. Trump championed deregulation and tax cuts for corporations, arguing that these measures would boost the economy and benefit everyone. However, critics argue that Trump's policies primarily benefited the wealthy and corporations, while doing little to help working families. They point to rising income inequality and stagnant wages as evidence that Trump's economic approach failed to deliver on its promises. Harris's proposals represent a clear break from Trump's economic orthodoxy. She believes that government has a role to play in regulating markets and protecting consumers from corporate greed. It's a fundamental difference in philosophy that will likely define the 2024 election. While Harris's message of economic justice may resonate with some voters, she faces an uphill battle in convincing the broader electorate. Traditionally, Republicans have held an advantage on economic issues, with voters often trusting them more to manage the economy. To overcome this perception gap, Harris needs to make a compelling case that her policies will lead to tangible improvements in people's lives. She needs to connect with voters on a personal level, sharing stories of Americans struggling to afford basic necessities and offering concrete solutions to their problems. It won't be easy. The economy is complex and there are no easy answers. But Harris seems determined to challenge the status quo and offer a different vision for America's economic future. The proposed ban on price gouging is just the tip of the iceberg. Harris has hinted at a broader economic agenda that aims to address income inequality, promote fair competition, and create an economy that works for everyone, not just the wealthy and powerful. While the details remain unclear, Harris has talked about the need to raise the minimum wage, invest in education and job training, and make healthcare more affordable. She's also spoken about the importance of addressing climate change and transitioning to a clean energy economy. These are ambitious goals, and it remains to be seen how Harris plans to achieve them. But her willingness to tackle these issues head-on suggests a significant shift in the Democratic Party's economic thinking. As the 2024 election heats up, economic policy is taking center stage. Voters are feeling squeezed by rising costs and stagnant wages, and they're looking for solutions. Harris's proposals, while still in their early stages, represent a bold attempt to address these concerns. Whether she can convince voters that her approach is the right one remains to be seen. But one thing is clear: the outcome of the election could have a profound impact on the direction of the American economy for years to come.